The dark forest theory. The idea is that there is alien civilizations and life out there that full well know that we are here.
I've been reading Bridget Jones, getting ready for the movie coming out in February, which is only in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day. So I'm excited for the movie to come out. But I was reading the book and I was like, oh, this is actually quite dated. She describes people like, is it because of their skin color? Like she talks about them being dark, about like their hair being untamed and having stuff in it that should be from like a garden center, not on someone's head. And then just alludes to the fact that someone's of color, but in like really like
weird ways. Day, I was waiting for you. Tuesday, I was waiting at the door.
Doing the dance.
Cause you've been so out of touch. Think about you way too much. Cause you haven't been us. Cause you've been so out of touch. You gotta have my love. Cause you've been so touch.
That's my favorite bit.
I know. I like the bit when they go like.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of
Avoiding My Anxiously Attached Boyfriend. I am Faris. I am anxiously attached and also just generally anxious all the time. This is my boyfriend, actually fiance. Maybe we should change the title. Josh. Josh is avoidant attached and also pretty useless at many things in relationships. He's very stylish though, and he has a big willy. Hi Josh, welcome to our podcast episode. What do you want to talk about today? Don't be shy. Well endowed boy.
We're nearly at the end of Jan, guys. We're so close.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are.
Okay.
The last week of Jan.
We just went to a massive, great party. A huge 40th divorce party.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking amazing.
Woo!
I loved that.
Don't remember what happened.
No, of course you don't. You were so fucking shit-faced.
It's crazy, right? We'll talk about it next week on the episode.
Yeah, with less hungover.
The memories.
It was literally like 2 days ago. Yeah, it's so crazy.
Crazy, you guys.
Okay, but what were we doing earlier? Yeah. Go on, start. I'm going to shut up the whole episode. You fucking go for it.
We're going to start this, and I know people are going to come for me in the comments. No one comes for me in the comments. But if there was something to come to me with...
comes for you in the comments. What are you talking about?
I have a very particular music style. Music style, okay? I like R&B, hip hop, UK rap, Afro beats, basically black music. That is my vibe.
Can we just zoom in and pay attention to his cute hands and how tubby and cute they look and the way he moved them? Yeah, go on. I need to do my nails. I'm disgusted.
Name that show.
Charmed.
Name that show. Wait, you're not meant to name it, bitch.
Oh.
The audiences. That is from Charmed. So I have a very particular music taste. If we go to anything, straight to that.
Straight to
that. Everyone, particularly Gen Z, which we are not. Wow.
Well, you're
Zanellial over here. We're on the border, at the cusp of each. But anyway, all the Gen Zs are obsessed with K-pop.
Yeah.
Could never get it.
And so you want to be young.
Our friend.
Is that what you're saying?
Our friend
watches
it, K-pop all the time, B-love dramas, all that kind of stuff. I said our friend.
Our friend.
Our friend.
A-R-E.
Anyway, he watches it all the time. He's tried to get me into it. I can appreciate the music videos, okay? The music videos.
Who's our friend?
Brad.
Oh.
Who else watches K-pop?
I don't know. I thought you were watching K-pop with Monty. So I didn't know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. No, that's separate. That's what
I feel like he started it, yeah.
No, but I'm giving the background.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to stop. Sorry. Pretend I'm not here. I don't deserve to be here. I'm so sorry.
So anyway.
Back to the studio.
Oh, you're reading that.
Bridget Jones is coming out soon. I'm reading the book. Okay, I'll talk about it afterwards. Faris, shut up.
In the boot. K-pop. I do like the music videos, but I've never been that much of a fan. There was a show out on Netflix a while back called Pop Star Academy. This bitch always does this. Why?
Listen, I'm not interrupting you. I'm staying out of the audio and the visual. Carry on talking to your people and don't look at me because otherwise I have to cut to me and people have to see what I'm doing.
This is a conversation which you're going to join in.
I will join in. I'm just enjoying a little snack on the side. Carry on.
So yeah, there's a show called Pop Star Academy. I know how it
Is it
sounds.
called Pop?
Pop Star Academy.
I thought it was
Katseye.
just called Katseye.
No, it's called Pop Star.
So will they do another
I
show?
think so.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go on.
Which I hope they do. I know how it sounds, guys. Okay, but you have to give it a go. It is obviously very cheesy. They're very young. It's very shit. But the dedication was insane. So this show, what they did, Hybe is a massive corporation that created BTS. Even if you don't like K-pop, you'll know who BTS, Blackpink, all of those kind of people are. Yeah. So they basically created them. And there's an American company that has produced artists like Rihanna, Olivia Rodrigo, all the big names basically. They paired it together. So the idea was to take the K out of K-pop and make a girl group together which used the K-pop training, but then they pushed them into the American society, the American charts.
I don't get that. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go
I
on.
don't get that. Because K-pop is Korean pop.
Mm-hmm.
And people in America love it anyway. So why do we need another one? Tell me.
Because it's not on a global, it's still a particular group of people. Like K-pop is big worldwide, but it's obviously more big in Korea because it's like the main
I feel like it used
genre.
to be niche, but it's not niche.
I think a lot of people, but I think they wanted it to be like a universal group of girls from different walks of life, races, ethnicities, countries that they're from. They wanted to make it so that they use the training and all the dancing, but they made it like American music. Because K-pop is still they'll still speak in Korean a lot of the time. Then they'll have some English bit thrown in there.
Yeah.
Traditionally, I think it's changing now where they're doing more English ones. So anyway, there's this show. And it's a documentary and it changes halfway through into a survival show. I watched it once, fucking obsessed. Forced him to watch it with our sister. I can't say. She told me off for saying that. So now I need to.
Yeah, but then you said it sounds weird because it sounds like we're related.
Yeah, it sounds like we're related and there's a bit of incest going on.
It's
so
my sister.
It's his biological sister, but we're very
she
close.
said that he has to call her sister.
Otherwise.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we're not actually incestual.
Yeah.
Although, maybe.
Who knows? So they're bringing this girl group and the fucking training is insane. I knew that they had these training camps for these K-pop stars, but not to this degree. These girls are ranging from 14 up to 19.
Mm-hmm.
They train solidly for a year for a person who does vocal coaching for Beyonce, the dancers that train them did stuff for Britney Spears, Tate McRae, all these big pop stars. And I'm these girls, blink twice if you need
help.
Yeah. And it also some of the girls that have had a training background for their whole life get into this stage and it's just as soon as it goes to the public vote, and it obviously depends how many Instagram followers you have, and if you're quite popular online, you're obviously going to get more traction.
Yeah.
The girls who were training and were physically the better dancer and vocally the better singer got cut out of the competition because their voting people just didn't like them. But they were they trained them up for 8 months maybe or a year. Then they take them over to Seoul, South Korea, and they do music videos. I'm going to have to input a photo because it was insane. Manon, her name's not actually Manon, it's Manon or something like that. She's Swiss. She's half Ghanaian, half Swiss. When I tell you this girl is a baby Tyler, even though Tyler's really young, a baby Rihanna, I was obsessed with her and she did so well. She trained so much. She did to get to the point and she made the group, okay? Now this song, you'll remember the song Touch, which we started it off to do when we first came into this podcast.
Touch, 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 think about you way too much. Yeah, carry on.
So yeah, this girl
That's actually it's a fun summary of what the show is, because if you just told me about it, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, and you need to give it a go. You have to go into it. The drama's obviously kiddish. These are young girls, so you have to give them a lot of leeway with the stuff that they talk about.
Yeah.
But it's a really interesting show. However, it does bring me on to the music industry in general. It just makes me think girls in the music industry, especially when they're young, and boys, to be honest with you, it goes into, we've obviously had like different conversations before about like child actors and like safeguarding. And it just makes me think of like all the young people starting out in the industry, like taken advantage of by so many people.
But you know, when you said, oh, it turns into like a survival show, I was like, they made such a big deal out of that. It's a competition. Have you not watched Pop Idol? Have you not watched X Factor? Have you not watched a Fame Academy? Fame Academy, fucking hell, throwback. But have you not? Like it's a TV show based on making a pop group. Like, really, guys?
But the original idea of it was to be a documentary.
I know, but it's...
And then they changed it.
I know,
and then they pit the girls against each other.
Yeah, but get over it. It's stupid. It's a competition show. Like, that is what's going to happen. I know they're young. That's different. If they only did it to 18 plus, I'd be more like, get over it. Like, the younger ones, they should have told. I get why they didn't, though, because they wanted them to concentrate on their training and getting them to the position where they could be involved in the competition.
Yeah.
So if you tell them it's a competition 8 months before the competition starts, that's almost more unfair because they're constantly thinking about that. Like, they should be thinking about their craft and what they're doing. Yeah. So I get why they did that. But I also think it's a competition show. And then gave them like a psychologist to go and work with them. And they
that was obviously for show.
I know, but they still did it. Other shows didn't do it. Like, back in my day, you would never have had that. So I'm a bit like, all right,
do you think back to like old competitions that they used to have? How savage.
They're horrible. X Factor, I remember the one that the pink impersonator woman.
Yeah.
Insert here. If I'm editing and there's no insert, just Google it. But there was like, she like came on and she started singing like Pink. She looked like Pink, and then they put the music on purpose out of time so that she would sound bad. And then they told her that could she sing something else? She looks too much like Pink. Get your own style. But they'd actually told her to come in dressed like Pink and sing a Pink song. Yeah. So they set them up. The producers are a bit savage. Also, I had an audition once for The Voice, and the guy that auditioned me, a producer on that, looked so familiar, and I don't know why. And he looked so familiar, and I don't know if he looked familiar because he was in a show, or if like I know him and he just happened to be a producer on The Voice or what. I don't know. But that just flashed into me because I remember seeing his face. It was like, it was online because it was like, I think maybe lockdown time. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And he was like mixed race, had a big fro. I just wish, I mean, he probably won't, but if you're watching this, who are you? I don't think he's watching. But the process of that was obviously calm for the beginning, as in like actually calm, not as in Roadman calm, don't worry. It was calm.
It's so calm.
And it was only afterwards that I feel like it gets worse. You know, like when you get through.
Of course, they want drama.
Go through, because you audition, you don't actually get through. Like, you still have to go.
I know, that's audition. So weird. Yeah. So it's not. But people who are really shit in the audition, obviously they'll.
But they let them through still for entertainment. For you still have to go and queue for hours. Like, no, like, why am I getting a yes to go? I mean, I didn't, but why would I get a yes and go? Like, it's weird. Yeah. So I think it definitely was way savage, and a lot of stuff would have happened that if happened now would
never be allowed. I think.
Yeah. But they worked hard, those Katseye people. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this episode, but just a quick one. Please, can you make sure that you are subscribed with the bell turned on to make sure you get notifications about all of our future episodes? We have episodes coming out every Monday at 5 p.m. and they are awesome. We also have a vlog if you want to watch that. And we really appreciate your support, because without it, we wouldn't be getting that £20 a year that we get from this channel. So thank you. Love you. Back to the episode. So, also, as I mentioned before, I've been reading Bridget Jones, getting ready for the movie coming out in February, which is only in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day. And I was reading it. I have it with me. And I think I have some areas of concern, actually. So I'm excited for the movie to come out. I'm happy to watch it. I loved Bridget Jones' Baby. I thought it was really fun. And I like her older. I feel like she's a vibe older, and she just looks good. I just like it when like older women look sexy and stuff. So I'm excited, and I don't know if we're gonna watch it or if I'm gonna watch it with Sass or whatever. But I was reading the book and I was like, oh, this is actually quite dated. But the book didn't come out like that long ago. As in, like, it did. I keep saying that because I feel like 10 years ago should have been 2005, not 2015. So that's crazy. And this came out in 2014. And some of it is a bit weird. Like, obviously, there's a lot of like body shaming, fat shaming, all that kind of stuff in it, because that's just like what she does. But then there's a couple of bits where I'm like not sure if it's like racist or not,
Okay, read it.
and it's a bit weird. Basically, she's like breastfeeding too much or something like that, and she's like, "Oh, I feel like I look like some African tribe woman or something like that." Like she says that,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Oh, but no, don't worry, they're glamorous," or something like that. She tried to like backtrack,
Yeah.
but it's still like you're still putting in that. I guess because it's 2014, it was like a time where if it was in 2004, she would have just said that. 2014, she still wanted to make that comment and that point, but then she was like, "Let me ease it up by being like, not that they're not fabulous." You have to find it because that's not a direct quote. But then also there was something else about like she describes people in like a weird way as well. Like she describes people like, is it because of their skin color? Like she talks about them being dark, about like their hair being untamed and having stuff in it that should be from like a garden center, not on someone's head. And then just alludes to the fact that someone's of color, but in like really like,
Weird ways.
yeah,
Yeah.
like degrading like ways. And I was reading that and I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm going to carry on reading it anyway because I've already bought it now and I want to watch the movie and I want to read it before the movie comes out. But this is what I'm in two minds about because I do feel like I love the movies and I like the books, but things are just dated and they just...
Well, Bridget Jones is a white posh woman.
Yeah, what do you
know
expect?
What I mean? So
yeah.
the writer's probably going to be the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
So she's going to have...
She's not going to think about it even.
No.
Yeah, she'll just say it as like it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I mean, we've all done that. Obviously, at some point in our past, we've said something that wouldn't be acceptable now. But it's just... It's so much of it when you look at old stuff. It's really weird. So yeah, that's what I've been reading. And I'm excited for the movie to come out. Bridget
When
Jones.
is it actually out?
I think you can first see it on like the 13th of Feb, but I think its official release is the 14th of Feb, which is Valentine's Day, in case you forget.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've already sorted it out. And it's like, it's really fun because it starts with her, in the book, it starts with her being with a 30-year-old and like going to her friend's 60th birthday party and her being like, oh my God, I'm bringing my 30-year-old boyfriend to it. Okay. And then like, oh my God, what happened to Mark Darcy? What happened to like all that? He's dead.
Okay.
And then she's got 2 children. And then it's, I guess, I haven't really got that far into it, but so far it's gone back to like a year before. So 3 years after Mark's died.
Yeah.
And she's like dealing with it. She's still trying to lose weight and like she's still trying to do stuff. And then I guess she meets this guy who's 30 years old and is a toy boy. And then she's just going to go around dating apps and see how it all goes, really. But the other guy, Hugh Grant, is alive.
I didn't remember him dying though, to be honest.
He died in Bridget Jones' Baby right at the beginning. You know, when the model people were trying to do a speech and like Bridget knew the speech because he'd said the same thing to each girl that he'd slept with.
Oh, yeah.
He died young maiden something.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but they didn't, like, I haven't read the other books, so I don't know how he comes back or if it's obvious that he's already back or if this is him just back now. Because in the movie, he's also back. He's in the trailer. So Mark's dead in the trailer and the other dude is there. What's his name? Daniel Cleaver. He's there as well in the trailer. So all of this is not spoilers because it's all in the trailer. But it looks fun still. And I think her boyfriend's going to be hot. So I mean,
I wonder who they're going to cast as it.
I know who it is.
It's Aaron Pierre. It's Mufasa. It's Aaron Pierre.
That'd be amazing.
Mufasa.
But I doubt it for the white woman writing the book, reading the book.
She's not thinking of anyone with melanin in the skin.
We want them translucent.
Literally.
Okay, what other exciting stuff are we up to this year?
So, oh my God, what are we doing? So we've got lots of random fun bits.
What are they?
Do. So we've got loads of random festival stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Mighty Hoopla.
Yeah.
We're going to be such basic
Booked and
gays.
are they booked?
Everyone. I think it's booked.
Booked and
For this Saturday, isn't it Sierra?
Sierra, this beat is automatic, supersonic. Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Brighton Pride.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to go to London Pride this year.
No.
I think London Pride's a bit shit, to be honest.
It's not shit, it's just not great. Like, it's not as good.
It's like, where do you go? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you need to be, living in London to really, like, enjoy it and, like
which event do you go to? Which place do you go to? Yeah. And it's all very everywhere.
It's all very everywhere. Yeah. And it feels a lot more judgy and stuck up.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, Brighton, like, feels a bit more, like, open. And I think Brighton has everyone from the country coming down to.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like London is very like London gay scene core.
No, I disagree. No.
I don't know. It
I
feels
think
judgy.
a lot of people from around the world and around the country will come to London Pride. I think less people go to Brighton Pride. But I do think
feels
it's judgier.
bitchier.
Yeah, I do think it's judgier.
Like
because there's a lot of the London gays here. You know, the Clapham gays. Like all of those gays that they're quite judgy.
Not all Clapham gays, can I just
All
say?
Clapham gays.
Because one of our guests who we love is a Clapham gay, but you're different. We love you.
No, you're all the same. Who is that?
Isn't David from Clapham?
Is
Not
he?
from Clapham, but doesn't he live in Clapham?
Oh, does he?
Well, he goes to 2 brewers, and that's Clapham. So no, he is. I'm sure I saw something.
Oh no, I take that back.
Yeah, bitch.
All the Clapham gays.
Minus David. So yeah, I think London Pride just feels quite big. Like even like down to what like people are wearing, it feels a lot more like
There's a lot more judginess because I think it is cliquey.
It's cliquey, like it just feels. And then when you go into like everyone is, I don't know, it's just
So we're not doing that. We're not doing London Pride.
And they have cocoa butter tent in Brighton.
I mean, that was awful.
Shut up.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
You know it was awful. The last hour was fine. The first bit was awful.
Okay, the first bit, I was like, why am I here? But what do you mean the last hour? We were there the whole day.
We just need to do
the
UK
first
Black
half
Pride.
an hour. UK Black Pride.
That's what we need to do. Because I think that's more the vibe and the music that we like
But
rather
I'm doing
than
too much this year to add that in.
Yeah, maybe, but we'll see. Because gay naturally by default is just white gays. Like that's just what it is. So you have to deal with that, and then you have to kind of like find your people and your crowd separately.
Maybe we need to go to UK Black Pride.
Maybe
Because it's not actually. Isn't it like Black, Middle East, and something else it said?
Who cares? Just something.
People of colour.
Something with a bit of seasoning would be great. Instead of salt and pepper. Salt and
pepper can be good.
Yeah, I love salt and pepper. Yeah, so that's our plans. Is there any other plans?
We're going to Jordan.
Yeah.
In April.
Fun. And then we're trying to figure out a big trip at the end of the year, but we're not going to talk about it yet.
No, we're not, just in case it doesn't happen.
And we don't know what we're doing yet, and we don't know when we're going to do it, and we don't know anything about it, okay? So stop asking us. Thank you. Thank you.
If you know, you know.
You're stupid. So this. Oh, I want to know.
Okay, let's do this.
I want to know. What's this?
So, guys.
I want to know.
I went through the TikTok rabbit hole.
Oh.
Yeah, I found it on TikTok, but then I did actually research it a little bit afterwards, so I can confirm they're right. There's an amazing girl on TikTok, by the way.
Tell me.
And she just says shit about space all the time. She's like
Yeah.
this American girl,
the
brunette.
Yeah, and she's always got stuff, and she's like, "Have you seen this?"
And I'm just like, how do you know so much about space? It's fucking crazy.
I think she likes it.
I don't know. I feel like it's her career or something. I don't know. But okay, I'm going to talk to you. There's a thing called the dark forest theory. Okay.
Is this going to scare me?
No. There's a couple of different theories as to why we haven't actually found forms of alien life.
I think I
across
know
the
this.
universe.
I don't think I know it. I think I don't remember it. I don't think I'll remember what it is. But I remember there was something like it could be this, it could be that, it could be this.
Yeah, and they're still trying to come up with theories as to why it could be. But there's a couple.
Where it's like we could be at the end.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
You're ruining it.
But I don't know if that's the right one. It could be a different one.
You can tell me that after.
Okay.
So the first one is the dark forest theory. And the idea is that there is alien civilizations and life out there that full well know that we are here.
Okay.
They've seen us. They know of our existence. But there's loads of them and they're kind of aware of each other.
Okay.
But they don't make contact on purpose. And the idea is that there's something bigger and scarier out there that if they send any kind of communication out there, they'll be revealed to the predators. So it's kind of like in a dark forest, if you walk through it, there'll be nothing there, right? Like you wouldn't be able to tell, but really it's teeming with life, but it's all very quiet and carefully calculated how they move through the forest.
I want to watch Agatha All Along again.
Yeah. But because Witch's Road, it's giving that vibe, isn't it? But other animals won't communicate with each other like at night. Do you know what I mean? Like you'll hear more.
Yeah, because predators will get them.
Exactly.
So you are saying that there's aliens out there.
Yeah.
they know of each other.
So some will know of people in neighboring like clusters of like
And they know of
galaxies
us.
around. Some will know about us. Maybe there's one which is quite close that will be aware of us, but it would never reach out or
Because it's worried someone will kill it.
Yeah, because if they send any form of communication out there, then it could send off alarm bells or make something that is.
But what if we send the communication out there? Because we're like, yoo-hoo!
Well, we have,
we've done
but I
that.
don't. Ours, like for one.
Wait, so we're the dumbest in the whole solar system is what we're
No,
saying?
there might be something that's not as advanced as us, but also like our version of we've sent a signal out there. It's not traveling very far.
That's what I mean. So they might be choosing not to send us a signal, meaning
Yeah.
that they know how to, and we're
Yeah.
too dumb to do it. And
Yeah.
they are like, well, they're fucking stupid, so they can die.
Yeah, they're the first to go.
Yeah, literally. Because we'll be like, yeah.
Is anyone
On a spaceship.
Done.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what's really weird? Like, at any moment, at any time, we could die.
Yeah, I know.
Not just
don't.
us die, sorry. Like
the planet.
The planet.
Yeah,
like,
I know. And that
the world could
stresses me out
stop
of
spinning
it.
1 second. We're all dead straight away.
I know.
I can't make it dead.
There's so many
dead.
little
Like
things
we
that
could
knock
literally
us off.
die. It's so sensitive. Like we do what? Like we could literally die right now.
I know. I don't want to think about
How
it.
crazy is that? Anyways,
The other
that's
theories-
fun. Yeah, tell me.
There's two more. One is that there's lots of alien life, but they see us and they think we're a bit worthless, so they just don't bother with us.
There's a trend here.
We're too below them. And the other one is, which weirdly freaked me out a bit, was we are the only life out there in the universe. And I don't know why that freaks me out, because I'm like, no, there must be. There has to be something.
That only freaks you out because of the way it's like phrased. Because actually, that's all we ever really know or have ever known to exist is we're the only ones. Because aliens
Yeah.
have never. So it's all. That's not a new story. Like we've always known that. So if it turns out to be true, but it's like almost like that. That big, massive, empty vacuum, and it's
And we're the
just
only
us.
things that just happen to survive
It's
it.
like when you're in the house by yourself and
Yeah.
something goes wrong, and you're like, "Oh, I'm the adult. There's no one else to help. That's the
Yeah.
world." We're like, "Oh,
I
there's no-"
know.
yeah,
It stresses me out a bit.
yeah, I guess so. They're all fun, but none of them are that great and crazy, to be honest. Like, I feel like I've heard theories about there's a spiral loop, which has a name, which obviously I'm not going to remember because it's like really late and I don't
Yeah.
really care anymore. And we are either at the top of the loop or at the bottom of the loop, where we've just started life again, so there's nothing else around us until we continue doing something, or we're at the bottom where we're all going to end and implode and die and then start the loop again. I think that's completely wrong how I explain that, but
I
it's
get what you mean.
something
Like,
like
it's
that.
going to keep looping over again and again.
There's
and
something,
we're
yeah, where it's
either
someone's
like
watching
everyone's
over.
extinct at this point and we're the last ones, or we're right at
Yeah.
the beginning and then we then team and
Maybe
life gets
something like
created.
that, or maybe something like watching over the next thing is bigger than the thing underneath it. I don't remember, but someone explained something like that, and I was like, "Oh, interesting. That could be true." Obviously, it wasn't that interesting because I don't remember it, but it was a cool theory.
Interesting.
And there was another one as well. There was like one that's like we are the aliens, obviously, like on the Earth. That's one theory.
And we've actually infected this planet.
yeah,
Because
But that's why-
dinosaurs are actually the...
That's why we die, because actually we shouldn't die. We should live forever. I'm literally going back years and years of like different YouTube, TikToks, whatever's happening. But there's something about like how jellyfish and like deep sea creatures live longer because they live in the ocean. And actually the planet's atmosphere is actually toxic and horrible, hence why we die and get
Oh,
diseases.
yeah.
There's lots of like difference, and basically the fact of the matter is life is pointless, and no one knows why we're here, and no one knows why any of this exists, how it started or how it ends, and no one
Yeah.
knows. And we should stop knowing and caring because it's just going to drive us crazy. So we try and just come up with lots of excuses and all these fun distractions like this podcast that everyone's listening to. And I really actually, even though you've been moody, and even though this episode has had no purpose, like life, and even though the previous episode had no purpose, like life, and even though it's been like a bit of a struggle to know what we're talking about, and we still haven't got in on each other, which we won't do today.
We were on the way home.
And it's been a mess, and it's going to be horrible to edit. This is the first time in the whole time of recording podcasts, apart from maybe one guest episode, where I've forgotten that we're in a podcast studio and I've forgotten that we're filming a podcast.
Actually, even though I've been looking at the character, yeah, I do get what you mean by
Like
that.
I know, like obviously I know we're aware, but like there's been moments where I've been so invested in the conversation, what we're talking about, that I've forgotten that we're recording and that we're doing this for a reason, and not just having a chat. And that is magical. Even though it's not the best episode, I get it. Like this thing, but the fact that I've reached that point here, that's pretty cool. And I'm very
Okay.
happy with that. So That's fun. Thank you for that.
Okay, I love that.
It's been a whole year since recording.
We've recorded. It's been out for
6 months.
6 months. We've been doing
We've
this
been
for
out
6
6
months.
months,
It's been a year since we actually recorded.
Literally,
started
almost to
filming
the
'cause we had
day.
6 months of just doing it. And I just want to say, I'm quite happy.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy where we're at. This year, we've sat down and we've decided what we're going to exactly do with this podcast.
For this year and the year after.
And the year after.
That's crazy.
We have some
we're still
fun
together.
things. We have, also, guys, we do have some fun guests in the pipeline.
Oh my God, yeah.
Ones that we booked that will be filming in the next couple of weeks. Ones where it's conversations are happening.
And some were already filmed.
Some are already filmed.
There's loads already filmed.
Loads already filmed,
Yeah.
actually. And conversations where, like, if we get these guests on, you guys are in for a treat.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
In for a fucking treat,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
And I'm going to end this episode with one more theory.
Okay.
And I want you to think every time this happens to you.
Can we just congratulate ourselves first?
Congratulations!
Thank you. Congratulations on a whole year of recording. Congratulations on all of the subscribers we now have, followers, and likes and shares and comments. Please, thank you for all the support in 2020, wherever for.
2024.
We're now in 2025. It's been a couple of weeks. But keep doing it. We actually appreciate it. We hope this helps in any way possible. We hope that it gives you some sort of joy. And we really hope you actually enjoy it. And if you keep supporting it, we'll get better guests. We get better conversations between us. We get more of like a feel for it. We can invest more time into it.
Yeah.
And just as long as you're enjoying it, basically. And if you're not, then like fuck off. But if you are, then let us know. Because I like doing it. I think it's cute. And I like the fact that it's not a completely polished like thing.
It's messy.
With
And it's
guests
always
or
going to be a bit
solo.
messy. Which
Yeah.
is okay.
What's this theory?
The theory is that deja vu is more than what we originally think it is. So deja vu, there's lots of like theories across like different cultures around time and things like that. But they basically, you know, the whole multiverse in Marvel, scientists are basically coming up with theories that the multiverse might actually be reality. And each time that you have deja vu is when the multiverse crosses over for that split moment, but goes off in a different tangent, your life in like a different way. But there's a point where it crosses over perfectly, where you and let's say another variant of yourself is doing the exact same thing, the exact same time, but then it ends differently. So you have deja vu for like 5 seconds because you cross over and doing the exact same action or talking to the exact same person, and then it splits off. That's the idea. That's cool. Yeah. So every time you have deja vu, guys, that's your other bitch doing the exact same thing as you. So say hi.
Hi, bitch.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching. Tune in next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. I love you.